That was a whooping. I feel like I'm Booger McFarlane when I'm saying that, but that was a big time whooping we just put on NC State. Uh, to put into context how bad that was, my score prediction for this game, and I'm sure you saw it whether or not you watched my preview, my hate video, or the Vol Star podcast, you knew what my score prediction was. 48-17, I thought the Vols are going to win big, and I heard, I mean, I'm a believer in the Vols, but come on now, that's a little too much. Tennessee said, that ain't enough. 51-10. 41-point win. Now, the game went exactly as I thought it would. Tennessee and NC State kind of battled it out, feeling each other out through the first half, but Tennessee had a lead going into the half. As soon as the second half rolls around, is all Vol. Tennessee just starts rolling ahead. The defense takes care of business, gets a couple of turnovers, like I knew they would, and they just dominated. Play after play after play, 3 fumble recoveries. They had of course, of course, I got on Nico for the first interception that he made in the first half. The second half INT was not his fault. That was if you ever heard of a Mickey Mouse pick, there's your example. That was a Mickey Mouse pick. That was friggin' batted up in the air. Friggin' NC State guy catches it, runs all the way to the end zone, scores a touchdown. Didn't do a friggin' thing after that. The only thing they did was style out on offense every single drive. They did not score a single offensive touchdown. Not one. Not one. So for any doubters of Tennessee, first off, let's do this. This is fun. This is the funnest part about this. Unfortunately, my NC State hate video did not receive a lot of trash talk. In fact, I don't think it received any. I don't think there were actually any NC State fans that rolled in with the hoo-ha and the trash talk and the you guys suck. The NC State fans didn't really play along, and that's part of the fun right there. And nobody really did that. No, that's part of the fun, ain't it? For NC State fans to trash talk. No, not a thing. GG's NC State. I say this in my college football recap, college football chaos all the time, and I'm going to tell it to you here. Whether or not you've seen that or not, you'll know what I'm saying. You're in the ACC. So despite the fact that Tennessee obliterated you in every which way, shape, and form, you're in a conference that is experiencing that for every team that they play, with the exception of, Cal and Auburn, but Auburn sucks, so take from that what you will. But everybody else, every other ACC team has been getting obliterated and clowned and whipped and nay-nayed by every team in the SEC. So to you, I tell you, don't give up hope. There's still a lot of football left, and NC State has a lot of time to recover from this blowout. And fortunately for you, you don't have to play anybody like Tennessee for the rest of the season, or at least for the rest of the regular season. So good luck the rest of the way, and thank you for contributing to our 2-0 start to the college football season. All right, on to the Vols. So obviously full-time domination right there. The Tennessee D-line got pressure in the entirety of the game. Poor Grayson McCall just couldn't get anything going. 3 forced fumbles by the defensive line. The backfield had a great game. When you hold the opposing team to scoring 3 points the entire game, I think that's a pretty good friggin' job. I can say all that much. Again, the offense stalled out on a few plays. Really kind of got lucky. They did that stupid shovel pass again, and somehow they got it to work. It's one of those things where I sit there and go, how the hell does that work? How? My mind was blown away, but somehow, some way it worked. And we're sitting here freaking mind blown. I don't understand. Either NC State is just can't cover, or I guess we're just that Dylan Sampson is just that good. I don't know. Maybe it's a mix of both. Nonetheless, though, Vols win big. Not really much else to say about it. It's just a huge, dominating, incredibly sized W by Nico and the Tennessee faithful. So shout out to Josh Heupel. And we got some time to prepare. If I had it my way, I would wait to rank Tennessee until the top 10. Not because I don't think Tennessee is a top 10 team. Right now, when I do my top 25, Tennessee is going to be in the top 10. I feel like you already know that. I think they already are. They're going to be much higher now. But if I had it my way and I was actually doing an AP poll, I would have Tennessee in the top 10. They're a top 10 team. But if I had it my way, I don't want them to be in the top 10 because when you're a top 10 team, first of all, the opponent that you're playing is probably going to be, they're going to be playing their hearts out because the top 10 team, they want the upset. And if in some cases, as we saw with a certain Fighting Irish, the team gets really, really sluggish because, we're the super talented, blah, 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 and we're going to dominate every single game. Now, not that I'm saying that Josh Heupel and that team is going to do that, it just increases the chances. Well coached teams don't have that problem. Alabama rarely ever had that problem under Nick Saban, and I doubt Georgia will have that problem very much under Kirby Smart. But there are exceptions to that rule. And so if I were to have it my way, I wouldn't want to rank Tennessee in the top 10, to save us from having one of those problems. Last year, Tennessee was sitting number 12 or something in the poll, beat Virginia, beat up on a high school team after that, and then was sitting in the top 10 when they went into Gainesville to play the Florida Gators. What happened? They went in there and got whooped. They lost. They lost to Florida. Everything just got derailed after that. Not that I'm saying that would happen, but we play Oklahoma and Norman 2 weeks from now. We play Kent State next week, and then Oklahoma and Norman after that. And it's going to be Nico's first true road test. And obviously, I'm going to have a lot more to say about this, but it's going to be. I have a feeling it's going to be a tough game. Now, Oklahoma thankfully looked like steaming friggin' fart today. They looked terrible. Literally a Hail Mary away from losing to a Houston team that lost to UNLV. But despite that, I have a feeling Oklahoma is going to give us some trouble. Maybe they don't. Maybe Tennessee goes in there and just rolls them out of the building. I have no clue. We'll see, though. But point is, from all this, Tennessee looked incredible today. Had enough time to do a victory lap and score 50 points on what I think is not a bad NC State defense. It was just a phenomenal performance overall by Tennessee. So if they can do this every single week for the rest of the season, then yes, you are looking at a playoff team. I think I can bank money on that. They're going to move up at least 2 spots this week because, well, Notre Dame sucks and Michigan ain't that much better. So, yeah, no, both of those teams are going to move below Tennessee. So we're at least going to be 12 in next week's AP poll. Depending on what they think about Penn State or, some of the other teams sitting around that level, more than likely Tennessee can move up even further. All this to say, Tennessee could very well be a top 10 team going into Oklahoma. So yeah, whether or not that winds up biting them or they get in over their heads, I really don't know how that's going to pan out. But I guess we'll find out in due time. Nonetheless, I'm going to continue to run my victory lap now that we put the whooping on NC State. Unfortunately, there's not much trash talk other than this one absolute freaking moron on Twitter. And really the whole point of him even trash talking, he's like running around saying, oh, Tennessee has 0 Final Four, and moving to basketball because that's all you can do. Mercy on this guy, man. He's a complete clown. And I'm not even going to say who it is because the whole point of him doing it is, that's the saddest part about this. Some of the NC State fans who have trash talked and are eating their crow right now, hats off to you. I respect you for that. If we were to somehow lose to NC State today, I would run here and I would let you guys know, hey, GG's, NC State, blah, 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 blah. When you're one of these big fat babies who blocks people and runs away or moves to a different sport or like, oh, yeah, you still suck in the, yeah, like, come on. You know what you're doing. You're engagement farming. Because you can't handle it. You can't handle it. You're not a stand-up person. You don't deserve to be called out for it. You don't deserve to be mentioned. So if y'all know who it is on Twitter, then hats off to you. Let's keep it that way. Keep it to yourself. Nobody else deserves to see that clown. That's all there is to it. But all that out of the way, because that's not important for the purposes of what I'm saying here. Shout out to NC State. Good luck the rest of the way. And, of course, for the Vols, we still got a long ways to go. SEC conference plays coming up. We're gonna see a whole lot more action in the distant future. And had some of these other teams perform. Obviously, I'm going to cover all this in the chaos thing, but Clemson put the whooping on App State. I mean, really, that was my upset pick. Way to ruin that one. Yeah, not much else. I mean, not much else that I haven't covered already. Alabama got mad at South Florida and started running up the score. Being like, see, we don't suck. See, we beat them. We beat them handily. We don't suck. We don't suck. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Put the fries in the bag, Kalen DeBoer. Nah, and Kalen DeBoer's a good coach. Come on now. Come on now. Keep it real. Keep it real. And did y'all see Colorado lost? I don't know if y'all saw that, but yeah, Colorado got dominated by Nebraska. They gonna have enough time to flex their watch again? I don't know. It's always good to know that even though Florida State isn't playing this week, so they can't make an ass of themselves, it's always good to know Colorado's there to fill in that spot for them. So shout out to Colorado for that. And the rest kind of followed suit. Unfortunately, the great Kansas Jayhawks went down, so I guess Kansas was not a playoff team, sir. And yeah, that's it. That's it for the coverage. I'm gonna start the scripting for the college football chaos thing. Hopefully, get some of that done tonight, and I'll have that out sometime either Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. Hopefully. Until then, see you guys, of course, in the next video. Shout out to the Vols. Shout out to all the NC State fans who hopefully stick around for the future of this channel, which this channel's booming, by the way, and I appreciate you guys for that. But yeah, still can't believe we just put the whooping on them that bad. Still crazy. So I'm gonna continue down my victory lap, and that's all there is to it. See you guys later on. And power to Tardaria, and of course, power to the Vols. Oh, by the way, it's hoodie season, guys. Look, I'm wearing my hoodie. It's finally cold enough outside to where you can wear this. I can't believe it either. It's crazy. Absolutely stunning. Mind blown.